Alright, welcome to another episode Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Pure Duels. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Pure Duels, Pure Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels, of course. As you have seen from the title, and if you know me as a player, then you know Pure Duels are what actually matters. Alright, let's see, it's the 1st of March. Let's see if you have any notifications regarding the new season of Ranked Duels. Oh yeah, of course, a new season. With the start of a new Ranked Duel season, you will drop to the lowest tier of the rank below the rank you had before. So gold 5, it should be, right? Gold tier 1. Wait. During rank duels period, you won't be demoted from platinum tier 5 to gold tier 1. Your rank will increase as you win a certain number of standard duels. Okay. Yeah, so platinum we were dropped to gold 5 as I expected. Okay, nice. So we should be in gold 5 right now. I didn't even notice. Yeah, we are. Okay, nice, awesome. Alright, let's see what missions we have today. Ooh, a lot of missions. New login missions for the month, of course. Awesome, that's cool. Spectator live duel, I still don't understand. Like, just make this a little bit more gems and people would actually do it. But 5 gems is not worth it at all. Alright, so duel in solo mode. Again, we won't do that. I'll show you in a bit. And win a duel on ranked duels. So we have duel on ranked duels. So we only have to win 2 duels. Okay, that's awesome. Then we can play with any deck that we like. But yeah, we don't play the solo mode because if you've been following the series, then you know we've completed all of it. And unfortunately, oh, that's the only one that you cannot click on immediately. Yeah, if you know anything about like the solo duels, then you know you can't replay them. Or you can replay them obviously, but you don't get any reward from it. As you can see, this was the reward from this battle, and we already acquired it. Even if you go to the latter ones, even those like they're already required. Whoa, it's prohibited. Oh, it's probably prohibited because I don't have any cards. I have some cards in there which I wanted to craft still, but I haven't crafted yet. Alright, so the decks that we currently have is not changed. We don't have any more gems, and I don't see that happening anytime soon either. So yeah, we have the Phantasm Spiral deck, and that's the one that's prohibited right now because terraforming, I believe. Yeah, terraforming and the third heat wave. Those are the cards that I would like to craft still. Terraforming we will obviously need like for the remainder of our duels in general, or decks in general, because that's actually a decently common card, of course not always, because it only matters if you have a field spell. Yeah, but for now we've actually been playing with the Phantasm Spiral deck for the last few episodes as well, so let's actually try to play with a new deck right now. Yeah, Sacred Beast, why not? Oh, that's the last deck we've played with, or maybe it automatically selected it for the new period, for the new season. Alright, so we're in gold 5, let's go. Let's see what our Sacred Beasts, and not to mention, yes to mention, it's important to mention that it's actually a pure deck, pure Sacred Beast deck. So we're going our first opponent, which is Miss Theo. I have no idea what to expect here. It's the first day of the season, so people might be eagerly playing with all the incredibly strong meta decks and everything. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what our opponent can do, Miss Theo. We have a pretty good hand to start, actually, but okay, he's playing Tritrons. Oh boy. Alright, since this is the first duel, let's just sit through it. He will add a ritual spell to the hand, yeah. And he has 2 Steedas. Does he have Alpha as well? Oh no, but he has Herald. Alright, so that's a good thing. And we don't have any hand traps. We don't play any hand traps. We don't play any the standard staples. So he gets to add likely just Herald to the hand. He either picks for Herald or for the Benten. It really depends on what he has in the hand. But yeah, wow, I haven't played this deck in quite some time. The Drytron deck, and I'm not looking forward to it, but I'll have to play it once I guess we reach Platinum League, Platinum rank, because if we reach that rank, then I won't be able to progress any further with our pure decks, because the pure decks, they just lack the strong staples, and yeah, that's unfortunately what determines the meta. Alright, he brings out Ultimateness. He has the field ritual spell in his hand as well, so you can just use this as a ritual card, but he will also have to have fairy cards in his hand. So let's see what he has. World of Ultimateness, welcome. He has only 2 cards in the hand though, so he doesn't have a Beatrice or anything else. I'm curious how many fairy months he has in the hand. But yeah, it's our deck is unfortunately really prone to disruption. So So this actually negates with when your opponent would special summon a monster or activate spell traps or a monster effect, you can send one. And if you do, destroy that card. So that's gonna be difficult. Let's just try it. If he stops this, then unfortunately we don't have any plays anymore because we don't get this card actually gets destroyed, so we don't get the other effect of, which is actually Rich Gwent's as an additional normal summon. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So yeah, it gets destroyed, and that's unfortunately the end for us of our turn at least. And then during his next turn, he all his cards in the graveyard are live again. But it does depend on what he draws, honestly. We can put down deck lockdown, but it won't help us right now. So we'll just have to hope that he actually bricks. You rarely brick on Drytrons, honestly, because as I said, I've been playing the deck as well. And okay, so that brings the ritual monster to his hand. And that allows him to actually summon this card from the graveyard and bring another fairy monster to the hand. Alright, he won't get to search another fairy monster because of the Zeta, but he will get to search a fairy monster because of Cyber Angel Benton. He runs 2 of the ritual spell cards. Okay, I wouldn't have expected that. Who does that? Maybe he doesn't have the other cards. We'll see. Alright, Eva, of course, oh boy, and then gets sent to the graveyard and you get even more negates. So yeah, this unfortunately, yeah, this is the play. This is what happens if you face Tritron. Yes, Union Carrier, you equip Eva from the deck, you send it to the graveyard, get more fairy monsters. Because now he's just gonna ritual summon and bring out, if you're smart, you just bring out Benten, and then this card gets sent to the graveyard because that's 2000 attack. He chooses Gamma, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, let's just have him kill us, I guess. It's this is just an endless negate battle. This is what Drytron is, and that's why it always also rocks. There's almost nothing that we as a player can do, unfortunately. Yeah, there's only one thing. That's this. Surprise, surprise. Oh boy. Now you see why I actually feel bad playing the Drytron deck, because it's so boring, honestly. Right, hurry up and kill us, man. Honestly, we haven't even done that much this battle, so we might as well surrender, but generally you don't want to surrender because then the cards that you have activated don't count. Wait, we didn't do anything? Guys, we're out. Let's not waste anyone's time. But yeah, apparently definitely people are playing the strong decks in Gold 5 already. Why not? Right, why would you not do that? I do have to say I think the game would have gone a lot different if we were able to start. I didn't think he had one monster effect negate, I think. Yeah, he did. He had the, I forgot the name, but the other fairy monster in the hand, which actually negates a monster effect. Together with the normal summon fairy monster. Okay, the Dengen Queen? What? Dengen Queen? Queen? Ah, man. Alright. Unfortunately, we have a way worse hand this time, but yeah, I'm always scared with the Allure of Darkness because in this deck you don't have a lot of those of the dark monsters. But let's try to go for something at least. We have to eventually because we don't have a Sacred Beast in hand nor Fallen Paradise, so we will miss one of the two. Let's search a monster. I think it's best to go for this one and then just try Allure of Darkness. Let's see. Hopefully we can draw something good. Alright, nice. That's pretty good, honestly. Then we're already done. We could leave it here or try one more. Yeah, no, let's not try. Let's not be greedy. Let's just go for it. Because now we can actually set up our combo pretty well if he allows us. Yes, let's activate this, especially summon the Chaos Summoning Beast to the field. This card here. Amazing music, I love it. Let's bring out Hamon. And let's banish this from the graveyard, bring out Raphael to the hand, because we have the Awakening of the Sacred Beast in the hand. So that's pretty useful. Effect. Bring out Raphael. And bring Fallen Paradise to the hand with Chaos Summoning Beast effect. Alright, and then we have first of all some protection for our Sacred Beasts, and also we have a Pot of Greed, which we will definitely activate. Alright, not bad. In that case I would say let's activate. Yeah, Summoning Curse is actually one of the more unpopular additions to this deck, I guess. If a monster special summon, the current controller of that monster banish one card from their hand. So that's a pretty decent card in my opinion. I'll keep the Allure of Darkness in hand for potentially the next turn. Let's go to the end. Unfortunately, we don't have any spell trap card negation, so if he has the Harpy's Feather Duster or Lightning Storm, where all our spell traps are gone, but yeah, it's the risk you have to take, I guess. Standby phase, main phase, well, let's see it. If he has it, he plays it right now. Apparently he doesn't. I can only guess. Then Gan Queen, right? I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. Alright, he has 6 cards in hand, so let's see. Battle phase? Evenly matched? Wow, if he has evenly matched as well, that's yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we don't have any way to actually negate a spell trap card. Maybe we should have used the Allure of Darkness. Yeah, but you never know, I guess. Yeah, we can activate things, but it really doesn't matter. We have to banish all our cards except for one. I guess let's keep the Hamon on the field. Right. Or maybe discard, because this card's actually bothering him. Ah, that's such a pity. It's painful, but so it has to be like that. Also a random card, like this card doesn't do anything with your own deck, it just only works with your opponent, basically on what your opponent has. So that's a pity, but so be it. Yeah, I guess we could have activated the Allure of Darkness because we had a target in hand to banish, potentially banish, and yeah, in the game where the game is right now, like with all these strong hand traps, you need negates on the board. If you don't have a negate on the board for a spell trap card, you're gone like this. We had a pretty strong board in general. We had these, yeah, but we're losing right now immediately because even if he apparently doesn't have anything, we only have 3 cards in the hand and we banished everything else. And yeah, unfortunately we don't gain anything from banishing those cards. So. Yeah, we have to. Yeah, we have this card, but it doesn't do anything for us. We can place deck lockdown, but it will block us a lot as well. So sad. This is so sad. Oh yeah, we have to pay. Pay. Yeah, sure. Face down card, huh? All right, I'm actually gonna stay in this battle just because I feel like it's gonna be really fun to see if we can even do anything. You can imagine, right? If you we actually had to banish everything. We had to banish so many cards. I didn't even count. How many were there? Oh. Let's add to the hand this, obviously. I guess let's activate. Yeah, let's just get set up again, I guess. He does have a card, which I'm really curious what it's gonna be, but let's see what we can do. We're not gonna attack this turn or anything, so let's just do this. Twin Twisters. Yeah, sure. Destroy them. I don't mind that much. Right, bring out Hamon. And actually bring out another Hamon, because we can get Hamon to the hand with this card. Alright, and as you can see, we actually, it's surprising enough, we actually have some plays. Even though a lot actually got banished. So now we will get the Fallen Paradise to the field, and that's super important, of course. We can't attack this turn anymore, so don't think we're gonna kill him this turn. Unfortunately not. He's okay, he gave up. Wow. Well, if anything, we played through the evenly matched, and I'm proud of that. Alright, we did have to duel 3 times, if I'm correct, and win twice, right? So let's check that to be sure. So if anything, it was a good thing that we lost once. Yeah. No, duel and rank duel. What? Oh, I surrendered. Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting to know. So even if you surrender, basically, then you don't get it added to your mission either. I know that it doesn't save your scores of like having activated trap cards or spell cards or monster effects. Like, it doesn't save that score for your unlimited missions. But apparently, it also doesn't count for having dueled. If you surrender, you haven't dueled at all. Apparently, that's what the game registers it as. Alright, we start. So definitely choose to go first. Alright, I'm a little bit, or at least a little bit, excited about this season, I guess, because yeah, we'll just try to go up to Platinum 1 as soon as possible, just in order to get the gems. But I said as soon as possible. Maybe I guess we'll actually take our time a little bit with trying to level up to these first few ranks. Just doing the challenges, I guess. Oh, he has a perhaps a Ash Blossom, or even Maxx, but I didn't see any activation period at the start, or activation window. Could have always activated the Allure of Darkness to bait the Ash Blossom out, obviously, but yeah, Ash Blossom, welcome. Pardon me. Then we will just activate Chaos Summoning Beast. Oh, he likely also has what is the card called? Maxx. Yeah, activate it now. It's a special summon by an effect, not an inherent special summon, so you could just activate it now. Free card for you, my man. I'll try to keep it only for like one special summon, but we'll have to see what we draw with Fallen Paradise, obviously. And this is, by the way, this is the most common thing. Like, you see everyone running an Ash Blossom and an Maxx. It's it's in my opinion, unfortunately, pretty boring. Alright, let's draw 2 more cards. I was thinking about using the Allure of Darkness sometime sooner, but it'll be fine. Alright, I guess we'll leave it like this. Unfortunately, we don't have any negates or anything. We just have the monster on the field. We could have used Allure of Darkness again, but I think we'll be fine. He plays Drytrons? No! Oh man. And that's exactly when we don't have a good hand. Okay, so people are in Gold 5 actually playing hard, like playing the best decks. It's unfortunate to see. That's what ranked duels are about, I guess. Like, even down here, basically, Gold 5, I guess these are the Platinum 1 people anyway, so no one is in higher leagues right now. So everyone's just playing to win, and they're not actually playing fun decks, in my opinion. I play with this exact same deck, Tritron, as well, and it's incredibly boring. People scoop against you. It's incredibly boring to actually play the deck. But yeah, let's see. He's just like, we have a 4000 attack monster, so he just has to bring out Access Code Talker or Borrel Load, or I don't know, one of the other bigger monsters. It's the only thing he has to do. Yeah, okay, but like as you notice, I'm just taking my time. I'm just trying to make a fun duel out of it. If you want to go like play actually hard to win, basically hard to win or something, hard to get, not hard to get, but try hard to win. Try hard, I guess that's the word. if you actually want to play like that, then obviously you want to do in a single turn. You want to do everything you can, try to go as hard as you can, and put up infinite negates on the board. And that's what Drytron does, of course. It does it very well. Yeah, you just have to do it. Okay, so he has move Fafnir. He's gonna go into Beatrice. And yeah, Drytron have everything in the graveyard, and everything in the graveyard's live as well. So yeah, this is gonna be like even. I just like duels where you actually go back and forth a little bit, where we play and then your opponent has a turn and does a few things. Perhaps try to break this monster, and then it's our turn again. We can try to see what we can do with the card we have just drawn. Right. So I think, in my opinion, like that's a lot of fun. That's the most fun, but yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure what's. Yeah, this is the meta right now, guys. So just so you know, this is where Yu-Gi-Oh is right now. I'm actually I've written down the script or something already for the new video that I'm planning to release, which actually proposes the format that I've been playing in all this time already. I've been playing in it for 3 years, more than 3 years already, with my friends in real life. But ever since I've started Monster Duel, I've played in that format as well. I just like to play pure Yu-Gi-Oh. You've seen it in the decks that I play. In any other video of me that I've posted, you'll see it as well. I just like to play pure Yu-Gi-Oh in general, including all the hand traps and all the staple cards as well. Like you have to imagine, like this card, for example, it's actually a Burning Abyss card. It fits in the Burning Abyss deck, and it just goes super well in every other deck because, first of all, it's summoning method, summoning materials, I guess. There's 2 level 6 monsters, which is easily gotten by multiple decks, not only Drytron. And its effect is once per turn, on a quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, doesn't matter what kind of material it is, and send 1 card from your deck to the graveyard. So it's better than a Foolish Burial. It's such a good card in general. So yeah. Alright, Mr. Herald, Dawn of the Herald, what are your plays gonna be? Alright, he goes for Herald of Perfection. This card's not attributed. Get to add a fairy monster. And this card has something diminish. When Herald of Perfection is ritual summoned by this card's effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 of the monsters in your graveyard that was attributed for ritual summon, return the target in the hand. So he has another Benton in the hand. Alright, man. That is Ida 10, I believe. No, Natasha. Natasha has. Yeah, I'm gonna gauge. Why didn't he summon it here? Yeah, because this card, when your opponent activates a card or affect the target, you can tribute 1 monster. Okay. Well. McKnight. And this also has similar effect, right? During your play turn, when your opponent activates spell trap or monster effect, you can send 1. Yeah. Okay. I'm not even gonna do anything. It's just gonna waste time. Oh man, I really hope that like it was probably my mistake as well. Just to think, oh boy, hurry up, man! He's doing more during our turn than we are. I actually hope that we could actually play fun battles here, but oh man, it's already like that's what I said during the first things. Like, look at how many cards he has in his hand, and that's what Drytron is. If you don't negate it, then yeah, this is what it is. But yeah, I actually hope that we were gonna play some chill battles, but I was fooled, thinking we were in Gold 5, obviously, because Gold 5 is it sounds like it's nothing, but it sounds like it's low. But again, everyone from Platinum 1 is actually right here, right now. So you cannot actually play fun decks in ranked duels, and oh boy, that actually makes me really dislike ranked duels in general. I think we will eventually come to a fun or good point again, where we've actually reached Platinum 1 and all the other players have reached Platinum 1 as well, and they can actually not de-rank anymore, so just people will just start to play fun decks. I've seen a lot of Time Lords, even some Phenomenaga deck, another Reptile deck, the Ogdoadic deck. They're not good decks, but they're fun to play with. And also, if I personally, I play with fun decks as well around then, and then you can actually have fun battles, in my opinion. But yeah, these duels are incredibly boring to me. It's a good thing that we lost the duel actually. Yeah, because we didn't have to lose a duel, but we had to play 3 duels in general. So now we actually have to play 1 more duel and we have to win. I'm debating a little bit. I really don't want to play with the Triton deck. It's incredibly boring. Like you'll see, like this is the Triton deck. It's the exact same thing. You just include all this same card, the standard cards. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna play with it. I will have to later. I guess once we reach platinum again. But maybe we can play with the blue. No, let's just go with the Sacred Beast deck again. I feel like it has been too long that we've played Sacred Beast. So let's hope that we can actually find a chill player at least. He's in Gold 4 already, and the season has just started, so I can only imagine he plays a really strong deck. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. Alright, let's see what Mr. I cannot pronounce his name has for us. We have a pretty decent hand, I have to say. It's not too bad. He doesn't have a window to respond to it, so perhaps he's or he just didn't draw his Ash Blossoms or Maxx's. Oh no, he did what? It's always weird. Maybe he had this. Oh, a monster effect. Cool. And he destroys it, right? Okay, and if you do, destroy that monster. Yeah, sure. At least we have 1 more play then, at least, because we can special summon Chaos Summoning Beast. We have now a legal target in the graveyard. Alright, let's special summon here. Banish, get Fallen Paradise to the hand, and let's actually see what we can draw of Fallen Paradise. It'll give us 2 draws, so that's nice. Oh, that's not good. We would have loved to draw a trap card, but yeah, we can't ask for too much. And face. Alright, let's see what deck he's playing with. This is again a general hand trap. It's by Psy-Frame Gear Gamma. It's just a standard hand trap, so it doesn't tell us anything about the deck he's playing. Eldritch, interesting. Yeah, let's leave it. Sure. It's just the activation of the card, and then he's gonna use. It doesn't tell us. Oh, it has only 1 effect. You can add. Yeah, we're gonna negate it. If he has very Harpy's Feather Duster in his hand right now, then that was a perfect bait, really good bait, but so be it. Ah, nice, well done. Yeah, and it's all spawn traps. That's what Eldritch is like. Alright, yes, that's a bit of a pity. We cannot do much right now because all our spell traps are gone. Oh boy, this is really interesting. Nope, don't set it yet. I only set it in main phase too. Change the attack position. Well, let's see Sanguine or some interesting other traps, spell traps that you have. Oh, nothing. Not right now, at least. He lets us. Interesting. It's a pity because Skill Drain doesn't do much against Eldritch. Eldritch just hand face. Eldritch just likes to special summon its monsters with the spell and trap effects. And Eldritch himself, the Golden Lord on the field, he doesn't have an effect or anything. So. Right, just gonna add a card to the hand, so be it. Cannot do anything about it anyway. And yeah, the video that I will plan to release, so I hope you guys will see it or are excited for it. Yeah, he will send the card to the graveyard, he will just send this to the graveyard then. So yeah, the I plan to release actually a format where you don't include all the standard staples because it's super generic. You can imagine like Harpy's Feather Duster, of course, what is new? Psyframe Gear Gamma, of course, what is new? Like it's such standard cards, and you will see it in every deck. It's like you can imagine it for it to be like one larger pool. I'll actually show it at the end of this video quickly. I have like actually made a deck out of like it's not a deck, actual deck, but it's actually it shows the cards which are included in the standard cards. It's like all the standard cards. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. His effect's actually some kind of lingering effect from the hand, so it doesn't negate it. But yeah, so it's basically a deck of all the standard cards. It's a pool of cards which include all the hand traps and standard go-to cards. If you, yeah, you just have to put in your deck if you want to keep up with the modern meta. And yeah, those it's just you just pick a few of those cards, put it in your deck, and that's it. That's basically what your deck is always like. So whenever your opponent has some interruption, you will know that it's one of those cards. It's basically what staples, the definition of staples in my opinion. Like not the exact staples, like Pot of Greed would be an exact staple and would be in literally every deck, but this this is basically where you have like a pool of cards and you just include a sum of those cards, right? You can imagine. Alright, so he's gonna do the same thing again. We're just gonna summon. We know all the cards that he has. He has all the lockdowns, and Sanguine is down here. The 3 of the cards will just be lockdowns, or there will be Conquistador or things like that. But you can imagine actually if he, for example, this very battle, if he didn't have the Harpy's Feather Duster, then this would actually be a fun battle, right? We would actually have a pretty fun battle in general. Yeah, we can't do anything anymore. We don't get the additional normal summon, so. But yeah, apparently we have to duel, so let's just activate this, go to the end phase. Yeah, so if you didn't, you can imagine, I hope you guys see it, if he didn't have the Harpy's Feather Duster, then we might actually have a good battle, because he has some pretty decent cards as well. He has the Outlicher, he has like a lot of spell traps. We only had one spell trap negate on the field, once per turn, and that would be difficult because we had to change our monster to defense every time. So yeah, it would be a pretty fun battle in general. Like it would be a way more, a battle which actually, I would just say that, like it would be equal in power level or something. But due to these, like Harpy's Feather Duster, it's a go-to card. Like you always put it in your deck. You're weird if you don't, and I'm weird of course because I don't like those cards. But you automatically put those cards in your deck because you just win with those cards. It's a single card which is way stronger than any other card that you could put in your deck. So yeah, you always put those cards in your deck, and that's why it's really boring to me at least, because it just goes in every deck. But if you just exclude those kind of cards, then you would just play with cards which are actually related to your archetype, but actually have something to do with your own deck, right? And we would actually have a pretty fun battle in that case, in my opinion. Alright, so I actually realized, like, okay, this guy's playing Pendulum. I'm not familiar with this deck. That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, so what I've noticed, of course, this the first days, I guess, of the new season, people will just go try hard, try to level up. Oh, it's okay. I've seen this card before. It's already broken. Like, yeah, there's some lack of a once per turn or something on this card. Pardon me. Yeah, okay. Whatever, we'll see. I guess he will just put on a board full of negates, I guess, and that's what we'll have to deal with. We don't have any hand traps, so that's how it goes. But yeah, again, so basically, I guess the first few days of the new season will just be like this. Like people just go and try hard in, of course, the Gold League that they were initially in already. Drop down from Platinum, and they will just play try hard. And oh boy, I do not look forward to it, but I guess we'll have to switch to the Drytron deck and just do the same shenanigans that they do. Put up the board of negates, and it's so standard, so just go to it. And again, by the way, as I told you already, right, it misses the once per turn. And what happens here is you can special summon this card pretty easily. The card you control is destroyed for battle card effect. And what happens is, and add one monster with the same name from your deck to your hand. Then you can choose one monster in the graveyard or graveyard extra deck, or that is banished. So basically, pretty much a good variety that you can choose from. And that was destroy this turn and add one monster with the same name from your deck to your hand. Yeah. Yeah, it's just watching a show at this point, guys. Alright, that was your Pendulum Summon. Awesome. I'm really curious if players who are actually returning to the game who see this, what will they think, man? Like, I can only imagine that they will quickly quit the game. We really need a new format, and I hope to propose something interesting in the upcoming video. Or if you guys have been watching the videos, then you know what format I play in, and you can potentially imagine what the format would be like. Because if you don't include all the strong staples, and also I think that what is also really wrong about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, I'll also mention it during that video, is that the summoning mechanics are really bad in general. Like, the materials necessary to get monsters on the field, it's generally really bad. Like, you can get any monster on the field really easily from the extra deck. And that makes actually for splashable monsters, that's what it's called. Monsters like this, like you can imagine, like look at these, what it needs. It's 2 monsters, including a tuner monster. It doesn't list any deck or something. Like, you can imagine if it lists like zombie monsters, you can only play it in a zombie deck. If it lists dragon monsters, you can only play it in a dragon deck. In this case, that's not the case at all. And that goes for almost every Link monster. And the famous Link monsters, they're famous because the materials are not necessary for anything. Predaplant Verte Anaconda is also a card like this. It's actually a Predap archetype card, so it actually goes really well in a Predap deck, but it's played in every other deck because it only requires 2 effect monsters, right? But yeah, I hope we could, if only there was a counter on how much he has summoned this turn already. Yep. Any new players who are watching this, what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like? Yeah, we didn't even get to play. Literally, can you imagine? We were going second. We didn't even get to play. I'm glad he actually worked towards his own achievement of actually playing. Yeah. Oh man, it's such a difficult position. Like, this is what ranked duels are like, guys, and we have to move to the Tritron deck eventually, because we have to win and get to Platinum 1. And then we can start to play fun decks again, but I'm really not looking forward to playing through Platinum 1. It's not difficult at all, because if you play the Tritron deck, it's super easy to get to Platinum 1. I'm not gonna give in yet. We only need 1 win, guys. And then we're done with the daily missions. Then I'll leave it alone until maybe for a few days. Yeah, this really burns me out of the game, and I really dislike where the meta is right now. We're going second. Okay, well, let's see. We're gonna get 1 turn killed again, or maybe get a monster on the board with infinite negates again. Tritron. Oh, guys. Oh. What is the game like? I want to surrender so badly. It's so sad. Okay, I'm actually thinking of stopping the video. At least, like, okay, we got somewhat far, right? We had 2 duels done. We had 2 duels done. Oh yeah, we dueled 3 times, of course. We lost once more. Hey, we got 50 gems, nice. So we have to win 1 more duel, and then I'm gonna leave the game alone for quite a bit. Let's go back in. We got this, guys. Don't lose motivation. Let's hope that we actually meet a fun deck. It's gonna be difficult. I already explained it. Like, people, of course, obviously, they jump into the game. New season, let's go. Let's rush to Platinum 1 again. Alright, this guy's at least in Platinum 5 or Gold 5. Please play some fun deck. Yes, you're gonna get us go second. I know this, and you're gonna set up an amazing board the first turn. But please, have some mercy. Play a fun deck. Play for fun, not to win, please. It's a pretty good hand, actually. I'm not sure if it will matter. My hand is ready at the surrender button. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I like this card, actually. Moon Mirror Shield. It's a pretty cool card. You can only equip it to a normal summoned monster. Okay. If the equipped monster battles your opponent's monster, during damage calculation, the equipped monsters attack and defense. So it's not only a normal summoned monster, by the way. Attack and defense become equal to the attack or defense, whichever is higher, of the monster it's battling. Yeah, during damage calculation only. If this face-up card is sent from the field to the graveyard, pay 500 life points. Play this card on either the top or bottom of the deck. That's pretty cool. Let's activate Alert Darkness first. See if he has any response to it. Alright, thank you, thank you. I'll activate another Alert Darkness. Dun, dun, dun. Fury Rise map. Oof, that's a bad draw. I think we'll banish this. Wait, this says during the damage calculation. Okay, so we cannot bypass that. So we have to, yeah, we have to banish this. Alright, let's go. Normal summon. What? We don't get our search? Wait, what? Neither player can add cards from the deck to their hand, except by drawing them. Ah, I see. Okay, so that's the lock that he's actually putting on the field right now. Oof. Okay, then there's not much that we can do actually. Dang it, I didn't read it. Neither player, that's the lock that he actually has. Neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. During the player's turn, when your opponent would special summon exactly one monster, you can, this is also such a lock. Ah, I see, this is a single card lock actually. You can easily get rid of it, obviously, if you just have like infinite impermanence or any stupid hand trap like that. Ouch. It's unfortunate that we drew 2 Fury Rise map. If you only drew like one of the Sacred Beasts, then we would be able to special summon. No, but he would negate it. Wow, okay, well, we're gone, guys. That's it. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what deck we face now. I think I would probably just do that off recording, or maybe I'll just do one recording, but I think it's really super incredibly boring to look at the Drytron deck in action. Like if you just watch a Drytron player play, it's so standard. It's honestly really boring. And unfortunately we haven't been lucky to start one of these turns. We can actually do some, I think if we don't get negated or anything, like if we don't get any incredibly weird hand traps against us, then we might be able to set up a decent board. Wow, interesting hand. Really interesting hand. Alright, but we're not starting anyway, so... KR Squall. Alright, Neo Space Connector. Oh boy, video's already more than 40 minutes long. Oh, and I know the reason. Aqua Dolphin. Once per turn you can discard one card. Look at your opponent's hand. Yeah, sure. And choose one monster. If you choose a monster with attack greater than or equal to the attack of the chosen card. What? Alright, that was a pretty good monster to go into, but again, this card's super random again. It goes in only warrior decks, but it's incredibly good. Like it doesn't, it's actually a Noble Knight card, but it works with every other archetype as well, which includes warrior monsters. And warrior monsters are actually one of the most prevalent monster types. That's why Rhoda is actually limited reinforcement of the army. Oh boy, I guess it doesn't really matter which deck you're up against. Like, of course, Crystron Halqifibrax, what's new? That's what I already said. Like, this monster goes in literally every deck. So. Mecha Phantom Beast, the same thing. It's a Mecha Phantom Beast archetype monster, but of course, why would you play it in that archetype? Nope, because it requires, what, 2+ machine monsters. It goes in every deck. And like it summons tokens, so it's usable in every deck as well. It's a fact. And also that's by the way also a thing that will change in the, or that is changed in the format that I play in. Tokens are not as valuable because tokens are now only valuable because every extra deck monster, I told you already, the link monsters especially, they just require anything. It doesn't matter. Like the Nightmare monsters, it just requires 2 monsters with different names. Can you imagine how incredibly generic that is? Like it splashes in every deck. It isn't restricted to a certain archetype or card that you actually want to play in your deck, right? It's just it can be played in every deck, and that's why tokens are actually valuable, infinitely valuable in this game, because of those extra deck monsters. And that's also a thing that isn't the case with the format that I like to play in, because tokens, they're supposed to be tokens and not too useful. At least they're supposed to be a shield, or perhaps like for the tribute summon later of the, I don't know, Winged Dragon of Ra or something, right? Like the next turn only, because you cannot do the same turn. You already use your normal summon likely to get the tokens on the field. So it should be something like that, right? That's what the tokens are supposed to be used for. But yeah, as you can see, like these tokens are completely abused. If we had a Maxx for his special summons, oh my god, we would have probably drawn our entire deck right now already. But yeah, I hope this is actually then at least a good showcase for any players who are... it's probably nothing new for players who have been playing it, because the game has been out for, I think, 1.5 months right now. Was released somewhere half of January, so since it's the 1st of March. And yeah, that's also like you can see what the game has become. It's not only Tritron decks, which is famous for being called a movie or something, right, or being called a show that you have to watch. But yeah, as you can see, this deck as well. If you don't carry any hand traps, you cannot do anything about it, and yeah, you'll just end up watching what happens here. Oh man. Maybe I should just skip it and let you guys join back again when he's done. Not like, by the way, I think we can do anything. Like, look at our hand, right? We drew 3 of the Hamons, and obviously we can only have 3 of them, and we only have 3 of them, obviously. So yeah, and we have the Lure of Darkness, and this is not a dark monster, so it's just whenever we're up, we have 1 play exactly, depending on what we draw as well. The only card that we draw, and after that, yeah, it's kind of gone, I guess. Hey, what's up? That's also the most famous, what is it, negate monster. I'm not sure, man, like, it's so boring to play like this, honestly. Yeah, 2 negates, omni negates as well. Hey, special summon a monster back from the grave. This card should also be really bad in the format that I play in, because it's a normal monster, or like basically, yeah, you special summon it and it negates its effect. Where does it say that? But banish it when it leaves the field. Yeah, basically it special summons a level 4 monster and it negates its effect, and that's what it should be. Like, that should be the drawback of the card, right? It should be a bad monster that you actually are allowed to special summon easily with a spell card like that. But and again, in this game, it's infinitely usable, like just like the tokens. It doesn't matter what kind of monster there are, because of the link monsters, because of the materials that are required on also XYZ monsters, by the way, as long as it's level 4 monster, for example, right? 2 level 4 monsters can make an XYZ monster. Yeah, because of those extra deck monsters, their materials required to make them, all of those monsters become infinitely more valuable than in any other game, or than they're supposed to be, basically. Wow, didn't we start this at 42 minutes? He's already going at it for more than 7 minutes. Yeah, his deck is 25 cards, 18 cards in the graveyard. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what we do, he has an omni negate here. Alright, please let us go, man. That's just, I don't want to surrender again. We didn't even do anything, but... come on. Oh, guys. Maybe one day I'll just make some time and actually grind it out with the Tritron deck, just to Platinum 1 again, and we can at least not D-rank, and we'll just play some fun games. by then. Not in ranked, honestly. Like ranked, I think it's completely messed up. Yeah, of course, discard another card from my hand. Sure, man, sure, yeah. Oh god. I'm not sure, like, why doesn't he just play, bro? You've seen our hand. You know that we have 3 level 10 monsters in the hand without any use for them. And you have a negate on the board. Hey, nice. We drew the perfect card, but he's gonna negate it. Oh. He does way more plays during our turn than we do. If that doesn't show up, then I don't know what you would want to see. Yeah, sure, man. Sure, perfect, awesome plays. Oh, guys, please, we have to work on this together. This can't be the meta play, right? This cannot be enjoyable for anyone. Please be a nice player and just go to the better phase. Yes, thank you. Well, nice player. Honestly, it's also benefiting himself. Like, why would he make it longer than it should be, right? Alright, I haven't given up hope yet, guys. We can go to 1 hour. I guess that's the maximum time of a video. But let's see if we actually meet a fun player who actually plays a fun deck. By the way, I'm just saying it, we don't necessarily have to win. Definitely not. That's not what defines fun. Definitely not the case, at least not for me. But we should, like, at least face an interesting deck. Like, that will be a good matchup. The Eldritch deck would have been fun if he didn't have the Harpy's Feather Duster. Then I think that would be a decent matchup. Like, he wasn't at a really bad position, but neither were we. So we would both have our chances. I guess that's the similar thing in poker as well, right? Like, if you both have a decent hand and you both have an idea like, oh, maybe we can win. Like, you have an idea that both of you have an idea that you can win, then perhaps that will be an interesting battle, right? So, all right, we try to search. He has a response, perhaps the Maxx. Yeah, okay. Surprise. Again, like, the fact that a player like, even like me, I don't have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge, but even a player like me can predict what card he has in his hand, right? It makes the game incredibly boring. Like, we already know what cards he's playing, and that's the definition of staple, guys. Many people can probably agree that staples are no fun, and yeah, that's the definition of where the game is right now. So I really hope you guys will enjoy the next video that I plan to release. It will be about a potential fix for all of the things that I noticed, which are incredibly wrong with where Yu-Gi-Oh is right now. By the way, he will just likely have a Harpy's Feather Duster in the hand again. Oh, let's, by the way, no, he has Maxx, so we can't do anything. I'm thinking, let's use Alert Darkness. We're banishing this, we already used it. Alright, and that actually got us Cerulean Skyfire, so that's a good thing, if anything. We'll banish this from the graveyard. I think we're actually gonna get Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder, to the hand. I will special summon twice more, because we have to get oh wait, is that smart? Oh, we have to right now. We cannot even back out anymore. Ah, so be it then. We'll just give him 2 more cards. Yeah. And that's, by the way, the only summons that we have to make normally. We don't have to summon any more than this. Let's draw 2 more cards. Let's see what we can draw. Interesting. Let's summon, or activate, I mean. Let's activate this as well. And let's go to the end phase. Well, that's about all we could do. Perhaps we didn't have to summon twice, because he has a lot of cards in his hands right now. But yeah, I mean, yeah, let's see what he has. I'm curious what he has. Yeah, sure. Maybe he has Cubics or something. Yeah, huh, cool guess. That was a really lucky guess. Cubic Karma. I know that that's actually a deck that likes to play for this burial for sure. But yeah, we'll just negate his monster effect on the field. So we will just add the big guy, yeah, Cubic Lord or something. What is his name? To the hand. Dharma, you can discard one card. Also a really good card. Nice. It's actually a really cool deck. I like this deck. We have to save our negate, by the way, because even though he plays cubics, we know, as I just said, like every player, if you're smart, you play staples. Unfortunately, if you want to win the game, then you play staples. So he likely has like Harpy's Feather Duster. Lightning Storm is not possible anymore because he has a card right now, but Harpy's Feather Duster, yeah, right now. Exactly, that's what I said. We had to save our negate for this card. It's just super standard. It's so predictable. That's unfortunately where the game is right now. Alright, he shows 3 cards. He places the card on the field. Alright. Yeah, sure. It actually does damage during the end of the turn, and it can attack another monster again. Okay, he's gonna bring another one out. It's 2 of them. The damage at the end of the turn is only once per turn, but we have a skill drain on the field, so sure, show me what you got. Hey, it will increase its attack. Dun, dun, dun. Nice, that's actually pretty cool. It will increase its attack. Yeah, fine. We'll activate the skill drain during the battle phase, because normally if it destroys a monster it can attack again, and it would be able to destroy both monsters, but in this case it won't be able to. He will just attack this monster because he has to. He has to attack that monster. Yeah, let's just, it doesn't matter if we activate it right now or later. He'll just kill the monster for sure, but then he can't attack anymore. Yeah, we'll get negated, my boy. Skill drain is on the field. Is this until the end of the turn? Yeah, it won't happen. Let me hand the deck. Then that monster gains 800 attack for each. During your opponent's turn, if send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, have your opponent's life point. Oh, okay. Pretty cool, but only if during your opponent's turn. I remember this. Yeah, we draw 2 cards. Do we have in the graveyard this? I think we want to get the Chaos Summoning Beast to the graveyard. I have to say, by the way, I really like the cubic deck. He did play the Harpy's Feather Duster, of course, otherwise we would have been able to negate one of his cards, right? Only one. It's not infinite negates, don't get me wrong. It's just one single card, one of his Dharma or Cubic Karma, and yeah, then we would have a card for that, but now we knew that we had to save it for the Harpy's Feather Duster, it's only logical. What do we have in the graveyard? Yeah, we can banish that eventually. I guess let's use this effect. Discard Summoning Curse. Activate it, special summon Raviel from the hand. Fortunately, we have enough attack to take his monsters down, because his monsters are actually pretty beefy as well. We will just banish this from the graveyard, add Fallen Paradise to the hand, because why not? No, don't chain, thanks. We also activate this to add back our Summoning Curse. Nope, don't chain, thanks. I guess we'll just activate this, let him... Oh, I should have done that during the end, later, but I guess we'll kill him anyway, so let him put a card on the bottom, top or bottom of the deck. Cubic deck is pretty fun actually. I've made it in real life as well with a friend of mine, and it was actually a lot of fun to play that game. To play that deck. So we'll try that attack. Yep. This support card of Raphael actually doubles its attack and allows it to attack every monster our opponent controls. So that's definitely the deck. He didn't take damage. Ooh. You take no battle damage from attacks involving your cubic monsters. That's what Dharma says. Ah, okay. I actually forgot that. Main phase 2. Yeah, we can. That's a support card effect. Yeah. But we don't want to tribute one of our monsters. So let's just activate Summoning Curse. And let's go to the end phase and see what our opponent has for us. Pay 500. Yes, we have to. If he has a way to destroy our skill drain, then we might be screwed because he actually has an effect that does 3000 damage at the end of the turn. But yeah, I know that these monsters are actually hard to special summon from the graveyard. Yeah, I'm sorry, your effect won't happen. Neither one, our effect won't happen either, but it just special summons a token for us, and it doesn't really matter for us. We don't really need the token. I completely forgot this cubic Dharma effect actually. You take no battle damage from attacks involving your cubic monsters. It's really good because you can attack with V-Jump into a monster. The 3 V-Jumps are here. You can attack into one of your opponent's monsters. Deck lock down. Really good luck as well. Let's add 2 cards. Distribute. Okay, but we're gonna negate that, bro. Obviously. It does buy him another turn though, because it doesn't take damage. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we have this in the graveyard. No, it doesn't buy him another turn, because what we could do is activate. Add a card to the hand. Oh, he has something? What? He has a quick effect in the graveyard. Ah, of course. Wait, you can banish this card from then target 1 cubic. This turn, each time it destroys a monster by battle, it has a cubic counter, inflict damage to your opponent. What? That won't happen. Oh, it gets negated. I completely forgot. It doesn't really matter that much, honestly. But yeah, let's do this regardless. I wanted to make a tribute on our field, and that's what we succeeded in getting anyway. So because now that we have a tribute, we can actually have this on it. Oh, we have to banish a card from the hand. Pretty cool. Yeah, surrender. Oh, bro, he should have stayed in. Like, you don't want to surrender. I already explained that. But wow, we got a little bit over 1 minute, and yeah, we would definitely have killed him. Obviously, now you know. All right, so. Finally, it was an interesting video, I think. Definitely a really fun one to actually see what the competition is like on the 1st of the month. And that actually, yes, we got all our rewards. Awesome. 70 gems, amazing. Yeah, that was really fun to actually see. I did want to show you, I didn't want to leave you guys without the pool of cards that I deem staples. There's also normal and rare staples, obviously. I made a difference, distinguished between those. In this game, because you want to craft certain of them, so some of them and some of them you don't. So yeah, this is basically the list of cards which are staples in general. Like these cards, they're unfortunately not too fun to play with in my opinion, because you will see them in every deck. If you just have a few spots left in your deck, just take a few of those, put them in your deck. Like pick one, pick maybe this is one of the most famous one, and Maxx, of course. Is Maxx not even here? Yeah, as you can see. Yeah, it wasn't even here. Maxx is actually, yeah, so basically as you can see, like these cards, they're not all of them, there's probably a few more, but even then, like it's a pool of, let's say at most, maybe 60-70 cards, and people just pick a few of those and put them in your deck, right? So you just know which card will be in the deck, like it's only these. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game which has more than, well, at least here it has only more than 6,000 cards, but you want to see a lot of different cards, right? And not only the same cards every time. And the same thing goes for extra deck. I'll go more into that in the next video that I'll actually release. So hope you guys will be watching that one, and I hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.